Welcome back, everyone, to Lore of the Shadow, where I am back here at Gerwin's Convoy in Carterland, where I have been dealing with some brigands, and now I'm going to find out whether or not the scroll had any useful information in it.
We have found something incredible.
The scroll tells of Loyla's final days. Such a tragic story, too. My heart is nearly broken reading of her adventures and doom. You can read what Melinas deciphered, but here is the long and short of it. Loyalith and her family were fighting against risen spirits too, just as I had expected. Sadly, she lost her son and her husband to the horrors that rose up against Carterland. She went to the forest nearby to seek guidance from an old woman who lived amongst the trees. I don't know what guidance that she got because Loyalith vanished soon afterwards. However, her people revered her as a hero because whatever happened to her, the spirits went back to their graves and troubled Carterland no more. Go on ahead and read the deciphered scroll for yourself if you like. Then we shall speak of what I think to do next. Alright? So let's read. Oh, here is the deciphered scroll. The scroll is a testament of Princess Regent Loileth of Dol Ernil, and praises her character and deeds. In those days a fog rolled over the land, from whence emerged a plague of the dead, who slew all before them. Most fearsome of these was a wraith-like figure known as Hithringor, the Grey Fear, who terrorized Dol Ernil. Loyalith brought her young son Alstair to Fornost for his protection, while her husband, Prince Ostictel, hunted down the source of the evil. Prince Ostictel strode into the fog a mighty warrior and his prime, only to later stumble out looking as though he had aged decades. With gasping words he revealed that the evil that had been banished, and that the land was safe once more. Aggrieved but proud, Loyalith returned to serve as Princess Regent until Ostier came of age. The people loved her, for she was good and kind, and ruled wisely. But Ostangthel's words were soon proven wrong. The great evil was not gone, for it returned to Carterland's darkest hour. Called away to the darkness of Amonsul, Prince Ulster strode north with much of his household. In his absence, the Grey Fear attacked once more, and Ulster returned to find Dol Ernil merely a ruined shell, its people scattered and slaughtered, and Loyalith nowhere to be found. Once more the dead rose and ravaged Carterland, while Ulster and his few remaining knights fell back, retreating north. It is not known where Loyalith had been, but tales say that when Ulster and his army did not return, she set out to aid them. She found only her son's loyal canine howling among the downs, and Loyalith knew then that Ulster was dead, for Austrian would never leave his master's side. Loyalith vowed to put an end to the torments and ravages visited upon the land and her family. She and Austrian went north to seek guidance, following whispers of some great power that dwelt beneath the sinister boughs of the forest. She was never seen again, but the ravaging dead quieted soon after and vanished back into the mists. The fate of Princess Loyalith is unknown, but those she left behind built his statue in honor of her sacrifice.
My heart breaks for Luilos, losing so many, as well as having her kingdom ravaged.
Ah, yes. Terrible things were happening then, and seem to be happening again.
Luilos was a hero, just as I always suspected.
It sounds like Loyalith found some method of dispelling the dead that were plaguing Carterland in her day, but there's no mention of what method that she may have used. The section about the forest is intriguing. I grew up hearing rumors of a hag of the old forest who has haunted the woods for hundreds of years. We need to talk to this hag. Perhaps she was the one that Loyalists met with beneath the trees. Obviously, I can't accompany you, but I implore you to search for the hag in the woods. She should hold the key to understanding how to banish the risen dead. Alright, now let's go and find the hag of the old forest. I mean, nothing can go wrong with this, right? Hold on, let's see. Now, are there any other quests here just in case? Because I think I might have skipped a quest. Yes, Gathering Gloom Web.
Greetings, fellow traveler.
I am Hoffren, healer of Gwyn's convoy. When we set off to Cardolan, I knew it was going to be a bit rougher than traveling through Bree, but not quite this rough. We were attacked 2 nights ago by wights that were forced to circle our wagons. We have ventured here, and I'm nearly out of bandages. On the far side of the road lies the southern reaches of the old forest. Beneath its ancient trees lies a deadly foe, but one who spins the thing most priceless. Spider silk works incredibly well as a bandage for wounds, did you know? If you are going to brave the old forest, please bring back any clean spider silk that you may find. Together we can save the lives of my fellow travelers. I'm going to have to go through the spiders anyway, so I might as well do the quest.
Could I speak with you a moment?
One of our scouts came back with reports of great circles of standing stones on the other side of the hill across the road. If you happen to find yourself amongst them, would you look out for the green-gray lichen that may be growing on the surface? It has healing powers, and it also slowly destroys the stones. Gently scrape away and bring back his for the reward, or for the lichen. Now, I don't think I'll be going to that just yet. Maybe eventually to the lichen, but right now, let's remove that and head towards the old forest where we are going to find one hag and many spider webs. Ah, the old forest. Now that, of course, is a rather Sarkborn. Well, that's not exactly a happy place either, but that's later on in this story. I don't want to go into Sarkborn yet, but I believe that we will eventually wind up there as a result of all this that we're doing right now. And this thing just wants to take... I'm trying to get into the old forest. Well, maybe I didn't take the best route to get there. Ah, now we're in the old forest. I had to go practically all the way to the Bree border in order to get here. I guess that makes sense considering that the old forest connects to Bree. Well, I should say Bree land as opposed to the town. Now, let's see what we have here. This is the way to a spider apparently, but this is not the gloom web area. There we go. But we will probably have to run to all sorts of things along the way, including hornets apparently. Big hornets. And there we go. And just go along this way, and eventually we are going to find the hag. Probably we're going to find several more hornets first, but that's a minor detail. And of course, we also have horns around here. Well, we have to deal with some of those. They're getting in the way! Quite in the way. What? Oh, okay. Well, the bear's going to keep it off of me. There you go. Now, let's continue along the way, preferably without running into felled trees. Ah, here we are. Yep, I think I found the hag. Well, I've seen worse looking hags, that's for sure.
Who are you? Have you been sent by Blue Cloak? No. I see you are just some hapless adventurer.
Hapless adventure? Oh, wonderful. This is not going to be bad. And who's Blue Cloak? I have no idea. You begin to explain that you are actually looking for her, but she holds up her hand and interrupts you. Stop right there. I don't want to hear your story. I have too much to do. I am not but a poor old woman living alone in the dark forest. Usually the man in the blue cloak comes by with a basket of food, but he hasn't been here for days. I do not know where he is, but I become dependent upon his fish that he brought. Well now, I have an idea. You seem to want something from me, though I am but a poor old woman who has nothing. Nothing? Where am I? Oh yes, you want something from me, and I want this week's fish. Go get the fish from the nearby river. Then I will hear your tale. If not, then good day to you. Well, yeah, she isn't exactly in a great mood for chatting, apparently.
Stay a moment.
Sorry, it's always so funny when you talk to a quest giver once and they give you one voice that's specific to the quest, and then you get a generic, completely different voice when you talk to them next. Since you have trespassed upon this wood, you might as well help me out with a few of my tasks. I want to make my favorite dish, bear meat soup, but I lack some ingredients. Let me guess. The bear. Obviously, I shall need bear meat. Okay, I guess that was obvious. Bring me also chopped branches from the wicked horns and chitin from the lurkers and creepers. The lurkers and creepers, and I will presume, are spiders. So we need spider chitin, bear meat, and horn branches. Right, and I'm also going to be needing to eventually get some fish. Now, is this to the fish? Okay, no, that's to the... How about if I collect the fish first? Well, that's that way. So it's not completely on a different track, at least. So let's go towards the fish, and if I run into any horns, spiders, or... Actually, what is that over there? No, that's not a horn. That is a root. And those are bad enough. Okay, well this root is in the way. So, and we know how aggressive roots can be, which is something that I always find rather strange about this game, but that's an entirely different matter. We have a hornet, and we have two hornets. Well, we'll have to deal with these one at a time, I guess. And you... do they threaten you? I was thinking that they'd be ultra aggressive like the hornets in some other areas. But apparently not. Now let's... Oh, I can get through? No, okay. No, I can. Alright. Now back to the fish. How far is the fish away? A bit of a distance! Ooh. I thought I saw that tree move. And that's exactly what we're looking for, or one of the things we're looking for. Let's get some sticks. Let's throw some lightning at it. If it will do, it's something like stay behind the other trees. Now, what do you got here? We've got a spider. You know, we need spiders. Be nice if they dropped the web that we needed, but I suppose that would be not in a form that we'd really be wanting it, since it wouldn't have been properly spun out and all. And I see branches moving. Yeah, that's what I thought. So You can go. Thunder away! Well, some lightning with it too, of course. And more branches, and okay, so we got those. I haven't seen any of the bear meat. Yeah, apparently there aren't any bears in the area, but I'm sure we'll run to those eventually. But this is not the trip. Alright, there we go. Just hornets. Oh, we're getting down to the water, which means that we should be getting down to where the fish is going to be, right? I mean, that would be where I would expect to find fish. Should be near the, these places, locations for traps or something. Ash brush. Let's see. Oh, it says catch fish. Oh, catch fish. Okay, it's good thing I learned fishing earlier, because if I hadn't, I'd be stuck right now. Oh boy. Well then, how about you just talk the bear into catching some fish for me, right? And where? Oh, there's my fishing rod right over there. I will put the staff right over there so that I don't get fouled up. And let's do some fishing. I will presume that the fish are going to be at the spots with the light on it. I mean, that's just an assumption at the moment. I mean, usually when people ask you to get fish for them, they're usually in traps or something like that. I mean, but it does very specifically. Did I hear a spider? Your fishing proficiency is increased to 3. Well, that is. Oh, a quest item is in here. Alright, what's the quest item? Burnt umber trout. Okay. Oh. Brittle bone? What's the quest item? Oh, quest. Hag of the Old Fort. Okay, that's what I need for this. And okay. Well, alright, I guess not. I must have been imagining things. But looks like I'm going to need to catch a few more fish before I'm going to be able to return to the hag, and of course find some bears, some more spiders, and maybe even a horn or two. Is that a fish? That's 2. I think I finally made it to bear country, and no, I'm not planning on sending my own bear to the hag or anything like that, because I found a bark shredder. There we go. And boom. 1 lump of bear meat. Okay, now that's not a bear, but it is a spider, and I'm still collecting spiders. There you go. Okay, good. That's it. No, not there. That's that. And that's a hornet. Well, some more wandering, and maybe I'll run into more bears at some point. This looks like the place probably needing to find that web somewhere around here. There must be runes nearby, because I noticed that there's a scholar mat in the area. Of course, getting up these is literally an uphill climb, especially if you are a hobbit. Up here, up here. Is there a way up here? that's gonna take less. Oh, do I have to go around this entire thing? Apparently, you have to approach from the southeast side because everything else is completely unclimbable. But I think I finally found it. At least I hope I did. Certainly make this place hard to find, that's for sure. Alright, here we go. Feel like I was trying to study a map to this place. I hope I found a way here. Oh, come on! Look, well, I suppose in a way, running into spiders is a good sign. Alright, now. Let's not worry about that for a minute. Let's try to figure out how do we... Ah! Here we are in the netting glade, actually. Now I gotta figure out how do I get those spider webs. Completed. Enmity of the spiders. Well, there's that. Okay, completed enmity of the spiders. Oh. I'm not... What, do you have to be level 29 to get enmity of the spiders too, I guess? Now, Old Forest Queen. Don't tell me there's going to be a quest for that at some point. Alright, now... Oh. I don't think... how do I get the stuff that I'm trying to find? Does she drop it? No, she doesn't drop it. Oh, hold on. Ah! Just find it over here. And perhaps find a spider that's guarding it too while I'm at it. Oh, lurkers. Are all of them protected by lurkers, or just that random particular one? Well, I guess I'll try to find some spider. No, that's silver. I don't need silver. I need spider web. Well, really? Did I ask for you to join the party? No, I didn't. Ah, one final piece of gloom web. Then, after that, all I have to do is figure out how to get down off of this rock and find the hag. Here are the ingredients for your meal.
Greetings.
You've done it? Splendid! Okay. Ooh, wrap up. What did I do there? You are now ally to the Dunedain of Cardolan. Alright, that's a nice promotion. And also, I brought the fish.
You again? Oh, but you seem to have fish with you this time.
Excellent! I will take those, then we may talk. Alright?
Very well. You did as I asked. I will allow you to ask in return. What is it that you want from me?
Lilith? How old do you think I am? I'm no elf to live thousands of years. Now that I think of it, however, the name does dredge up some memories. Yes, I do recall Lilith having some dealings with my great ancestor, but I can't help you. The knowledge of what they spoke of is lost, stolen by my wicked sister, Kendrath the Cruel. 'Twas she who stole the Amon Grimoire, the book of secrets my family has passed down for generations. Among its pages I recall an account of Lady Lilith, but what she came here for I no longer recall. Time has stolen my memories. My sister has stolen the account, along with so much more. She left me, you know, all alone in the dark forest, an old woman with no one. So lonely beneath the black branches, so alone, so very alone. She stops dramatically, as though hoping that you might offer some words of comfort, but then she rushes on before you are able to speak. She lives down by the Brandywine, so perhaps the grimoire is not wholly lost? I have never been to her new home, which I am sure is a hovel. I am too old to make the journey myself. She made sure to be far enough away to ensure that. You could go looking for the book to get your answers if you want. If you seize it back, bring it to me. I would reward you greatly. But beware of my sister, Lord Master. She has decades to study the grimoire. Who knows what dark powers she now wields? Ooh. What does Kedrak the Cruel have? What will she do to us? We have to find that out in the next episode of Lore of the Shadow.